Hello, this is V. As you can see here, it's a busy planning time. Welcome to my 2024 planning setup. I have a lot of things that I gather from different sources that I have here in my studio. I'll show you what I have here in a bit. But just as a recap, this is a Hobonichi Weeks 2024, which I showed you on my Techo Kaegi 2023, as well as my planner lineup for 2024. I'll try to link it on the description below. For today, what I'm thinking on doing is adding some decoration and start setting up my pages. Let me just show you here. I already started practicing a new format here on the weekly pages for December. But before going into that, let me show you kind of my how I got to this point in my search to switch things up a bit for this new year. So first things first, I did some sampling here on my I think this is a 2022 Hobonichi Weeks. I had some pages that I didn't fill out, so I used those to kind of like have an overall picture of how different layouts will work here. In this case, I used a blue ink and added some color coding with a dot marker. Here I also wanted to check, just in case I didn't want to go with using fountain pen inks this year, I use my regular or the OG Hobonichi Techo Uniball pen, which is the one that I've been using for the last few years. I also tried using this brown ink, which I think is Cafe Crema, also with a dot marker right here, just to see how it will look. And even before all of that, I swatched a lot of pens in different colors just to see which one I would like best. And this is the final layout, which had the ink and pen combination that I like the most. At this time, I use this clear dot marker on their fine tip right here, just to test out the color. But later on, I switched to a brown ink that I had already. So in this case, as you can see here, I'm going to be using a blue and brown combination. The blue ink will be for my main writing, and I will be use brown as a color accent. For example, here for the weather stamps, as well as some lettering and doodles that I will use to give my pages, I guess, more personality. I really like this setup. I will also use some other colors, like for example, this purple will be for BTS related entries. The same one here, this color will be for doctor appointments. And for things that I want to highlight, I will be using as the brown ink. And to add some color and make it look cute, I will be using stickers such as these. This is from an artist that I admire and I adore, Dodo Lulu. Having these mock-ups here and testing different color combinations on my old Hobonichi helped me to decide how my 2024 planner setup will look. Okay, now let me show you what I have here. To help me decorate and give my Hobonichi Weeks more personality, for this year I'm going to be using photos like this one. This is so cute. I really want to have something BTS related on my weeks this year, and something also music related like last year. I also have here a sticker sheet with moon and stars. This is by Softly Studio. I have a lot of papers that I also order from that artist. This is kind of like a notepad of the shape of this tree leaf. We actually have this tree here, but the reason why, and I think everything started when I saw these leaves. I've been carrying these leaves without knowing on one of my Hobonichi notebooks for inking, which I took to our trip to South Korea, and I gathered some leaves over there. I have a few more, but I have to find them. And as soon as I saw them, I knew that they needed to be in my Hobonichi Weeks. However, well, I almost broke one of them, so instead I just placed them here for now. And I remember that I got this notepad at the Bonte Museum in Jeju Island. It comes in a little booklet. So I just took one. So I'm thinking on using this maybe here somehow. I'll just place it here for now. And then you also have some postcards and then pages that I took from RM's or Kim Namjoon, member of BTS, his latest work, the album Indigo. This is something that I try to hand letter myself, and so I got a few versions of the album. So it came with a notebook with pages with this beautiful artwork, as you can see here. So I was thinking on maybe using this one of the flower and the leaves. Also there's lyrics of his songs, as you can see here, as well as here. I'm still deciding if I will go with the blue or this black and white version. So here are the postcards. I don't know if I showed you these already. Let me see. They are very abstract. I love this one. It reminds me of my lavender. I love this page as well. These are cyanotypes, which I adore. What else do we have here? Let me just finish with these, yeah, so I can show you the pages. Another postcard. I was considering also using this one because I love the ocean in blue. Right there. This reminds me of French a little bit. Okay, so this is what I have in terms of RM's album and music. And now from Softly Studio, I have this beautiful paper that she actually did herself. This is handmade, and I have a bunch of these, so I just picked a few. I also have these stickers, and I already showed you this one more. So these are all from Softly Studio. I also have one of her passport size notebooks. I may use one of the sheets because they are very thin, which will be great to use instead of these thick versions right here. I also have the 366 Days of Illustration and Quotes by Dodo Lulu. And this is the calendar for 2024 that I got to pre-order. I was so happy that I got to do that. So I have the calendar here, and I already went over all of the pages because I'm thinking on using the illustrations as decoration for some of my pages. As you can see here, I picked a lot of the designs here. However, I also have her other version of this same color. Is the same illustrations. I even noticed that before pre-ordering that both will have the same illustrations, the washi and the calendar, but it's okay because I can keep some as washi and some pages as calendar, and these are great to use at any time. What else do I have here? Oh yes, I have an unboxing video for this, but I may post it hopefully soon. But I did this how can I say this, sticker album of sorts to better see the sticker sheets. So I'm not sure if I'll use these sticker sheets because they are so pretty. But just in case I do, I have them here display this way so that it makes it easier for me to see the illustrations and options available. I love this cover. These are stickers also. What else do I have? Oh yes, so this is my sticker book where I place some washi and stickers as well from Dodo Lulu. And I use already stickers for, I think you saw one here on the sample layout right here. They are very thin and transparent, so you don't even need to cut them around the design. You can just preserve the rectangular shape of the washi if you want to. But yeah, so I have all the stickers that I got from her shop right there. So I also may be using these on my planner depending on what's needed. I also found this washi tape from Staliere by Jordan. I used to follow this artist on YouTube. She had amazing tutorials and how-tos for crafts and also her artwork. And one of the products she had a couple of years ago, I think, or maybe a year ago, was this washi tape, and I really like these stars, so I'm thinking on using maybe this star washi. What else should I show you before I start? Oh yes, so these are the inks that I will be using. Both are from Ferris Wheel Press. This is Bahurt's Blue Denon, and this is from this set, Autumn in Ontario, and is this one Autumn in Auburn. By the way, the ink doesn't look like that, it's more brown. Right here, It's so tiny and cute. I'm also using this to make sure that that accidents don't happen. Okay, what else can I show you? I think there's, oh yes, so these are the two fountain pens that I will be using. This is Kaweco All Sport collection. This was done in collaboration with Moleskine. Moleskine is my go-to for sketchbooks for my art practice. Right there. And this one is a Lamy Safari pen. And I love how both write. So I tested them for at least, I think, 2-3 weeks. So they're doing great. And also I had to restock on this. Is a cream tape. This is a very helpful tape that has a creamy tone that matches the paper of these Hobonichi Weeks. Right here. Okay, it's getting dark, so hopefully I'll get to work on this tonight, if not tomorrow morning, but I at least wanted to give this a start. Let me show you what I've done so far here in my weeks. I started with the entries for December. I really love how everything turned out. They pretty much are a copy of the original layout that I have here on my sample. I use this tracing paper to help me, just in case the ink wasn't drying quickly enough for me. I had this here to help me with that. And now a blank canvas for 2024. Okay. I also wanted to show you my notes to help me make sure that I not only cover the things that I already had here set in my Hobonichi 2023. I'm basically doing the same thing that I did here, and I added some other new sections, like for example a bunch of trackers and also log sections for each of those trackers. Guess what? I just realized that I wasn't recording this part, so I'll try to remember what I said. Okay, so here I have a list of all the pages that I will have, of all the pages that have the different sections and trackers for this year's notes section. For example, my likes cover, which is the first main section, and then I will also have a lifestyle cover for all my lifestyle trackers and logs. For this first section, I wanted to show you something that I already have here for my 2023, such as the song of the day, which is going to be page 4. So this is something that I had last year on 2023, where I recorded the first song that I wanted to listen to first thing in the morning before I started my day. And then right after that, I have my Spotify Wrapped of the year, which will be blank until the end of the year, but I really like how, for example, we have December here, then we will see my stats for the year right after that. And something new will be my Spotify top artists of the month and also top songs of the month. So I have that from 16 to 28, and then on 28 I have K-dramas, which is something that I had this year. Right here, it was just this spread. It was very simple. I thought I had more K-dramas listed here, but I guess my new resolution is to watch more K-dramas. These will include, for example, a list of the K-dramas that I will watch, my top 5, and a wish list. And then after that, so that's from 28 to 34, for example. And then I have a section for TV and movies. That's a very small section because I don't really watch TV or watch that many movies anymore. I do have a book section right here. And so this will have like books that I want to read or that I have to read, that are, you know, like books that I already have that I haven't finished maybe reading, my ratings, and a wish list. I also have my planned care, which I showed you I think on my Techo Kaigi video, but this is the layout that I had for my house planned care, which is very similar to the trackers that I will have this year, where I will have the months here on the top and then the days right here. And then after a tracker, I will have my logs. They won't be daily logs. They will be more like if I have something to remember or keep track on or write on detail, I will have that there. For most of my trackers, especially the health trackers. What else do I have? Oh yeah, something new is also my tarot daily. I have a couple of beautiful tarots that I got to support a couple of artists that I follow on Instagram and here on YouTube, and I never really use them. But this year I watched some of my fellow artists who do tarot deck designs and also do tarot journaling, so I got inspired by them. So I have that, and yes, and I have a lot of trackers for lifestyle and health, which is something that I need to track for sure in 2023. And lastly, I have my daily logs, which start on 155. Hopefully I will have enough pages. Something that I don't think I will have is, let me just show you here, these, or maybe I will if I have extra pages. This is a beautiful spread that I did of my trip to Yoseka Stationery. Oh, you know what, I should definitely have it because this is Hobonichi related. So let me just show you, if in case you haven't seen it. This is my Hobonichi wish list, I guess, that I did last year once they announced their new lineup. So this is the gifts. This is sticker paper that I got, transparent matte, from Online Labels. I found this paper sticker provider a while ago when I opened my shop 4 or 5 years ago, and I did get paper samples from different sticker papers that they had, and this is one of the best. It is not waterproof, however they are very durable and very thin. So I had my other photo printer, you know, like the little ones, I think it was a Canon one, and they are very practical and easy to use. However, the paper is very thick, so I didn't like that. So instead, I'm using now this sticker paper. But yes, I will for sure dedicate a section of my Hobonichi Weeks 2024 at the end of the year for my wish list, like I did here. It is getting dark right now, so I think I'm gonna continue with my setup tomorrow morning. So I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm back. Here I have basically 3 piles of elements and things that I want to use. This is kind of like the big pile, medium size, and then here I have all of these beautiful decoration motifs and papers right there. Also my stickers, and here BTS's photo. And I placed back my COC just in case, since I'm going to be using glue and maybe other things that may damage the original cover. So why don't we start? I think I'm going to do this as a time lapse because it's going to take me a long while. And we are back, and I think I'm happy with this setup. It's very simple, however very meaningful to me. It has everything that I want to get inspired by. And on 2024, music, I like blue, BTS, nature, and memories. This reminds me to our trip to South Korea with my family last year. I really like this. I'm also thinking on adding some blue elements here on my cover. Where did it go? Right here. I'm thinking of maybe cutting the outline of the flower and adding it there. Let me try that. I really like how this turned out. I like that flower element that not only reminds me of the music that this album had, but also I love my garden and flowers, and the flowers that we have during the springtime. So it reminds me of home, music, BTS, and everything that makes me happy. So here again is the spread. I really like how simple it is. I may move them a little bit more to the center just in case these the photo moves. I don't want it to get damaged. But yes. What else do we have here? So I mentioned previously that I wanted to include this leaf motif. And what I'm thinking on doing is use one of the stickers that I got from the Dodo Lulu calendar. And I already made a note. I think it's, hold on, let me check. Yes, 4/13, which is April 13th. So I'm gonna go and look for the sticker, and then I'm gonna cut it and then place it here. Okay, I think I like how this turned out. At first I did the sketch of the kind of like a trunk of for a tree, but it's actually just a leaf. But yes, so I did it here, and I was a little nervous because I was a little shaky here, but it turned out good. Now what I'm thinking for this page is maybe add this photo, but I may cut it here. Yes, I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna glue it. Let's do that. And here it is. I tried to keep the section where we can see the boat. And this reminds me a little bit of our trip to Busan. Such a beautiful place, and also Jeju Island. But I don't know why more Busan. But yes, I really like this. And as you can see here, I have this tiny paper cutter. This is from Tonek, and this is the 6.25 inch or 16 centimeter mini trimmer. I really like it. However, it kind of moved a little bit while I was pressing here halfway, so I still have to learn how to use it properly. But yes, it helped a lot. And this is a very thick cardstock, so it worked out. Well, let's see the monthly page. For this, I think I'm gonna use some of the stickers here, like these yellow flowers, maybe this character here, and some of these washi designs, which I really like. like this kind of collage that we did here. I really wanted to cover whatever was under here and add some of the motifs that we have here, like that blue, just to make everything work together. Okay, so now for the monthlies, well, for these, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that because most of it is going to be to track my steps. And then for the monthlies, I think I'm gonna use stickers, the same stickers from the calendar, all for each page. And then after that, what do we have? This is for the November, December entries that I had so far. I think I'm going to also add some of the line for at least January, like this line, and I use my mechanical pencil for that, as well as these lines over here. So that's what I'm gonna do for January. And then after that, we have, where is it here? The notes section. I'm not sure if I'm gonna cover this with either a wallpaper, you know, like a print, like we did here for the ocean. I may find one. And then I don't think, actually, yeah, for this year I'm going to, since I already have the pages that are the numbers of the pages for each of my sections, I think, oh, I have a lot of sections though. Oh my goodness, we have only 1, 3, 6, around 12 here, and I have more than 12. That's gonna be challenging. I'll figure it out, but I may also add some design motifs there and then start with all my sections here. I'm going to have 2 covers, one for, let me just have here, for my likes, and the other one for lifestyle. So let's do that. Okay, that took me a while. I don't want to show all of the stickers that I have gathered here. There's a bunch over here. So I may post this late, so you may have seen these ones already, hopefully, but I don't want to give spoilers in case you got the stickers or the calendar for these from these artists. So I did gather all of the ones that I like for both sections. They divided it between here. They divided them between from January to July, no, from January to June, and then July to the end of the year, December. So I saw most of them. So what I'm gonna do is gather all of the ones that I like and that I think that I may use them, and then the rest I may just leave them as is, and maybe for each month, let's say, I don't know, July, since it's a summer month, if I see that there are stickers that I may use during that month, then I will use those. But for now, I think for December, I really like these snowmen, and I'm gonna see if there is anything for January. So I will have at least those 2 set, and then yeah, that's, I think, what I'm gonna do. Also, to help me, I don't know if I have enough pages for all of these stickers, but I may start placing them here just so that I can have an overall view of the stickers available, just to make it easy for me to visualize things better. One more thing, I just wanted to show you, this is actually a little bit hard to break. So as you can see here, a few of them, all the way here to the side. A few of them, I had sections of the other sticker here, like you can see here. In my case, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to fussy cut all of them, but I just wanted to show you that in case you have the same issue. You know, try to break each of them carefully because that can happen. And I'm back. It's another day. I already placed one of my stickers that kind of represent, I think, December. So yeah, this is December. I also use a previous monthly spread from the 2023, no, actually this is the 2022 Hobonichi Weeks. This is for February 2023, and you know, like the extra pages that they give you at the end. So what I did is kind of mark up some of the entries that I wanted to keep for my December spread, and I use as reference entries from here, and it may be repetitive in some cases, but I think it helps to have an overall view of everything in one place. Like for example, I want to track, I won't have specifics here because I have the specific information on my weeks section. So for example, I want to see how many times I went to the doctor. I'm also tracking here the different music releases that BTS has, because even though they're on a break right now, quotation marks, they are still active musically. And yes, so it's a long story, but yes. So for example, I wanted to record that, and what else did I wanted to see? For example, things that are like feelings that I want to pinpoint for that specific month. And maybe if we took a trip to anywhere, and for example, winter break over here, yeah, days off, also wanted to place that, and maybe birthdays as well. But yes, so what I'm gonna do is have that information here, since I like how it looked. Thankfully it all worked out well. Oh yes, so actually I did use my mechanical pencil to kind of like I said, mark up the entries here. And I also use the Hobonichi. I had these for at least 4 years, and I didn't really get to use them as much, so I use some of the stencils here. I also use my, where are you, the 2 fountain pens that I will be using with the 2 main colors for my week's planner. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so I think I pretty much have all of the entries except for the stencils. So I need one for this trip to New York, and I'm gonna use the mark stencil, and I think I'm just gonna keep it like I did here on my sample. So I think the ink is dry, so very carefully and quickly I just make the mark, and then I try to hold it here and then pick it up like that, because if you move it, some of the ink stays here on the stencil, and it may go all over the place. Okay, so that's one out of how many more? Okay, so the next, what is that happy face? This is so cute. So oh. So they have the smile face right here. You see that? And then angry, sad, and wow. And then so basically you stencil the feels that you're feeling, and then you use the ball, that circle, or maybe a box if you want to have a square face right there. Let me bring you closer. Something that I noticed is that since we don't have that many pages here yet, you may need something like a notepad, like this one for example, or let me see if this works. I'm just gonna place it here. That's too many pages. Maybe just one of these. Yeah, that's better to help me with stenciling this. Okay, so this one was supposed to be a happy face. Since I'm starting to set this up for the year, I'm doing all of this work just so that I can apply it during the following days and months. And once I have a method that I'm happy with, then I'll just repeat it across the board. I'm too close to the mouth right there. Look at that cute happy face. Okay, so I finished adding all the icons in blue, and I also had these hard ones for BTS members' birthdays. This is for Jin and this is for Tae. And this one, it's gonna be on a different color because I'm highlighting health entries across the board. And for this one, I'm gonna use the little heart. Right there. It didn't come out perfect, but it will do. And then here, I think the last one, where is it? I'm gonna use this other stencil. This one is, what is it? This is the, from the Speech Bubbles set, this is the 8mm tape stencil, and here I want to highlight my winter break because a break is good. So winter break. And we're done with this spread, my first monthly spread of the year. Even though it's not for 2024, I think it's a great start. And let me just show you all the stencils that Hobonichi has. I think I'm missing one, a long one, but I cannot find it. So I use these ones. They're very helpful. And then for January, once it starts, I'm going to use this lovely and cute sticker with a winter motif, and this is for the January 5th. So I will add it somewhere here maybe. So I'll keep it right there for now. And now let's move along. Since this is already set, oh, let me just show you how I add these lines really quickly. I got this technique from Paper Joy PH, who has lovely page setups for monthly and weekly setups, and she has multiple setups for weekly pages, and this setup I got inspired by her. I don't remember if she used it this way, but I do remember that she sectioned the page on one of her videos like this. Right here, and what I basically do is enter here in this section all my appointments or things that have a specific time and date, and then here what I do is enter any happenings or additional appointments that, let's say, didn't fit here, and things that I want to remember from I don't know, from, for example, getting flowers or a memory that I want to keep from my little one or my puppy or my hubby, or a trip. And then here I enter the weather, and mostly like based on, let's say, afternoonish, morning, between morning and afternoon, something like that. And I also enter my how I'm feeling, the overall feel before the afternoon most of the time. And then here I have my to-dos, and I tend to, since last year, to add lyrics by BTS from something that they release, or for example, they are recharting songs from 10 years ago, so I will enter those as well. And so it was basically lyrics, or maybe quotes, or happy messages for myself. So yes, so that's what we'll have here. And now let's move to the notes section. Okay, so I have pages with this lovely artwork, and I need to decide which one I'm gonna use for this page. I really like the ones with flowers, and maybe this one, or maybe these with lyrics. These are lyrics about an artist from South Korea, and the song was inspired by his artwork. So, and I think also about a poem he wrote. So should I have that, or yeah, I think I'm gonna add that. I like the ending here. I mean, like how this looks. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut it and then glue it as best as I can. Okay, so I cut it to size, I think, for the most part, but as you can notice, like each page has this little curve ending, so I'm trying to find out if the small one It's the one that I should use. So I'm just gonna test it. What about a medium? No, it's the small. So this is just, it's called a Kado Maru Pro, and it helps you cut corners of paper, and it has 3 settings: small, medium, and large. So this is very helpful. I've been using this for at least 3-4 years. When I started my shop, I got a lot of tools to help me, like this one. Okay, and then I don't know if I'm gonna permanently glue this. Should I? And as you can see here, I left this blank because I noticed last year when I covered things like all the way to here with either like thick tape or pages like this, it was very hard for the planner to close. So I think I'm just gonna permanently glue this here. I don't think I will use those abbreviations anyways. Do you use those? No. I don't think I will. And if I do, I can take up, maybe that's what I can do. Maybe take a photo of it and print it on a sheet and then maybe have it as a reference. Oh my goodness, it worked out. Sometimes when I record, things don't work out as fast as when I don't record things. So okay, so this looks great. I may glue this later on, but for now I think this looks good. And now what I'm thinking on doing, I'm pretty sure you remember this, I have a lot of sections here, so I was thinking on moving things a bit so that I can have the different sections here and then continue here on the back. Yeah, I may do that, but I'm not gonna write that down right now, so because I just want to focus on the decoration part, which is the most fun part for me. Okay, so I'm gonna place this here so that the page doesn't get damaged, especially this one because it's the first one. Okay, right there. So this will be the first page for, how did I call it, live section or my likes cover, page 2. Okay, so for that I wanted to use a sticker, no, one of the pages from here, and I just need to decide. I ran out of battery and of memory, so I had to transfer some files. But yes, so I already selected things, so I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the pages, and there may be some spoilers in case you got this calendar and you don't want to be spoiled. So it will just be 2 pages for this. I just wanted to give you that note ahead of time. So let me do that. Okay, I picked these two. I won't show the dates just so that you can get at least surprise if you have this calendar. But yeah, I love these two illustrations, so I'm gonna, I think, cut them and then just glue them here. Okay, so here are the two illustrations. I really like both. I love flowers, and then since I was little, I had a teddy bear. His name was Grizzly, and my puppy, my four-legged son, he reminds me of a bear. I don't know, when I saw this illustration, it kind of reminded me of both. So these will be for the second session for my lifestyle and all my health trackers, and then for this one is going to be for my likes. So I think for now I'm just going to glue them. I'm wondering if this will leave a mark since the tape is blue. As you can see here, it's a little blue, but oh well. So somewhere here in the middle, I think. Right there. And since should I? Okay, so page 88. I'm just gonna go for it. 84. So 88 is supposed to be this. Just in case I counted wrong, I'll leave it there. And cute. And then should I say my likes? I think I'm just gonna leave it blank now, just in case I get inspiration later on of a better way to call this section. Okay, now for page 4 we have songs of the day. Let me see what I did last year. Okay, so I just had, if you see here, there is a line right here, so I'm gonna use that as a reference as I did last year, and then I'm gonna have songs of the day, maybe the title with my brown and then the rest with blue. Should I do that? Let's do that. Okay, I tried to help myself with this pencil board because to make it, I don't know, to help me write. However, at some point here on the 30, I placed this on top, or I don't know if you can see here, it made the ink all fussy right there. But it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to, I think, just do this first page. I think I'm gonna leave it right there on the 12th of February, and then I'll move to the rest of the pages. Okay, I did some counting and realized that I need to move things because I miscounted. So Song of the Day starts on 4, so I have to move it. No, ends on 12. So it was supposed to end here. No, Spotify, the Spotify section was to start on 12, so now it's going to start on 13. And here I'm gonna just leave myself a note. Let me move it here instead. Okay, so this is going to be the 2024 wrapped Spotify. Okay, and then so I have to move things over here. So this is now 5, and then it's supposed to end, no, this is 4 still, so this is 13. Okay, and then my top artist that I was supposed to start on the 16. Okay, I did some thinking, and when that happens, I think I'm also going to give myself creative freedom to tailor that page. So these are Spotify monthly, and it will be from January, and then I will have a template, and based on that I will continue that for every month. And here, as a reminder, here's how it looked for 2023, my yearly recap. And I had here stickers for my top 5 artists. Here I highlighted top 5. So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's top songs. Instead of, since I'm not gonna use the Uniball pen, it's going to be ink. I don't think I can use the highlighter that I had here. It was a brush pen. This is the one that I use. So instead I'm gonna have it on the brown ink that this pen has. And yeah, and then for the monthly, I leave that blank as well, because it will depend on how I'm gonna optimize it and make it look. Or you know what, maybe what I can do is, now that I think of it, because I like having spreads, and maybe for this page I can have the same sticker that I had, unless they don't have it, but I guess I can figure something else at the time. So I was a time traveler, and then then I added a description of what that meant, and I just had a sticker over here using that transparent paper. It's not that thick, it's still thick, but not as thick as, let's say, using another page of paper and then glue it, or using regular sticker paper. Or like I had also those scanners or printers, the mini printers, and that sticker paper was way too thick, and it also had like a backing that was blue, and I didn't like how it worked, especially on the Hobonichi paper. Okay, so I'll do that, and then let me just count. So it will be, I'm guessing, 1 per month. So 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9. Oh goodness, I have to count again. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and then 12. So it will end here. What page is this? 25. I have here for my K-dramas, they were supposed to start on page 28. I think I gave myself some wiggle room just in case maybe I wanted to do something extra or whatnot, so I'll just follow that. So this is page 28 and that's for my K-dramas. So for K-dramas I had this spread, so I think I'm just gonna write down K-dramas here like I did right there. I left my pen open for too long, so it's not writing properly right now. Okay, so K dramas. Okay, and then I'm gonna list them right here. So after that I have page 34, and I'm just gonna trust whatever I was thinking at the time. Okay, so page 34 is TV and movies, and I think I'm also going to have it as a spread. So should I just have TV and movies like I did here? Yeah, TV show and movies. Okay, and then books on page 36. I guess it's just a spread because I don't really watch TV. Okay, so for books, I don't think I had a title for books because I was just mostly focused on the covers of the books because I really love those covers. Where are they? Oops. Right here. And these are all the books that I got last year. Yeah, last year, but I only read maybe 50% of them, and I couldn't finish because of adulting. So my goal this year is to continue reading the one that it's not even here, it's a new book. Okay, oh no, it's here, it's this one. This is the one that I started reading during my birthday, which is Born on 1982 by Cho Namju, and I think there is a K-drama based on this book, and my dad was about to tell me about it because he loves K-dramas as well, especially the historical ones. And I was like, Dad, I think I got a book and I just started reading, so please don't tell me. But yes, so book section done, and it's just gonna be like this. I'm gonna list the books that I want to read and maybe add the covers for my ratings for the books that I complete. Okay, so then on page 44 is plant care. So it says 44, but I think I'm also going to do it as a spread, just so that it has like its own section, especially for the ones that don't have that many pages. Okay, so this is, should I say plant care or my plants? Plant care. Right there. Ooh, and now on page 50, I definitely have to move things around because now that they are spreads, for example, plant care was supposed to be 44, but I moved it to page 45 to have it as a spread. And so now my next section is page 50, Tarot Daily. Tarot Daily. Yeah, I'm gonna at least leave 2 spreads for my plants. Maybe one for tracking and then the other one for any notes. Okay, so 49. Oh no, I think I was supposed to have one more spread for them. So 51. Okay, page 51. And this is Tarot Daily. Right there. This one is another one that I don't know how I'm going to set up, so maybe just the date and the name of the card and then a description or my take on whatever I get, something like that. Okay, so then after that I have my main second section, which is lifestyle, which is page 88. That's a lot of pages for tarot. Should I move? Maybe I should give tarot one more spread, since I've been shifting things a bit. Okay, and then this one is going to be my cover right there. And I may even do something here, and so there's a spread as well. I don't know. This is so sweet. Right there. Cute. Okay. And then after that is page, yeah, definitely everything has moved a bit. Okay, so on 91 it's going to be my heart tracker, and that for that I have a sample, so let me show you. Okay, I found it. So let me just, I don't know if you can see that, but okay, something like this. So it will have the title, and then here are the months. And I went over, so I have to be careful. Let me just make a note not to go over 12. And then from 1 to, I think January has 31 days, for example. And then here I will be doing the tracking this way. Oh no, okay, never mind. So it goes up to 31, and then based on the month it will go all the way to 31 or 30, or I think February has 28 days or 29 days this year. And then here there's going to be a little legend with, for example, if I had heart palpitations or what is this, false start or palpitations. And then there's going to be a little section for specific entries. This is just, I made it up so that I could play with the layout. It's kind of like a mock-up. I was trying something like squarey and boxy like this, or something simple like, you know, drawing the month here and then the entries under it. And I was also thinking of maybe starting right away, or maybe started on the following page. So I think I'm just gonna do it on the following page, just so that the focus on this spread is the specific tracker. So, and I'm gonna follow this layout for all of my trackers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trackers that are health related, and I think I want to add one for skincare as well, but that is also going to include a log, and all of them are going to have this format. I was playing with, like, for example, these formats over here, like mixing them all together, but I don't know, I didn't like it and I ran out of space. So I think this way is gonna be easier for me to set up. And again, this is something that I think I mentioned already. This is inspired by my house plant care spread that I did for last year, and I did all January and February, but after that I think I started setting up March, but I stopped. This plant tracker was loosely inspired by the All-Star method, which has these signifiers to help tracking tasks, and I think also for journaling. So yes, okay, it's gonna take me a while to set all of these trackers, but I think I'm gonna do a time lapse of that. And also it's getting dark right now, so I may show you tomorrow how all my spreads look. Wish me luck. Okay, so I was thinking of continuing the way that I plan, but I think I'm gonna do all my trackers back to back, and then I'll have my notes on the daily log, just in case I don't need a log for each tracker. So I'm going to have to discard these 2 pages, sadly, or somehow reduce them. But yes, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I'm set for 2024. So let me show you. Here I have the cover with this beautiful artwork of the flower. in blue. And then here we have this beautiful spread. I really like the combination of the black and white lettering with the blue right here, and this leaf that I got from one of the papers, handmade papers right there. But yes, like this one comes out like that in case I want to switch the photo there. Up next we have this other beautiful spread. I like how this turned out, like the mix of blue and the yellow. And then here I added some design work right there with a little quote, "Let's be happy," because why not? And then here we have, I just left this blank since it's just going to be entries for how many steps I take each day. Here is the December spread. I will use my 2 fountain pens and the brown one to highlight things that I want to highlight, and then the blue for other things that I need to track or want to keep memory of. And then a sticker by Dodo Lulu. I already added one for January. So cute. Then let's move along to the weeklies. I showed you this already, but here I'm going to have my doctor's appointments or any appointment that I have that has a time. And then here, let's say I run out of space here, I can continue here, and I will also have any other live events that I want to keep track of. And then here we have how the weather is and also how I'm feeling that day. Then here's going to be my to-do, and then lyrics, and then a sticker also from Dodo Lulu. And then I set up all the pages for January, just adding lines here and then also here with pencil. I also added some upcoming appointments and follow-ups that I have for the new year. And then for the notes section, I have this page that I cover with some of the lyrics and artwork from the album by RM. And then here I decided to just keep the main sections, and also kind of like I group the different subsections. I really like how it turned out. And then here is my main, one of my 3 main sections. This one is my happy place, where I have different sections, like for example song of the day, which is also already set for January and a little bit of February. And then for the Spotify entries, I still have to see how I'm going to work that out. And here we have the wrap, which is going to be at the end of the year, which is going to be, I think, similar to what I did for 2024. As we can see here, it's very simple. And then here is for K-dramas. Here I have more pages. Last year I had only 2. So here I will list all the K-dramas that I watched. For example, I started this one in December and I still have to finish. This is my Demon. And then this may be my wish list. And then for the other pages, I will have something like this with a sticker of that K-drama, the name, and then my rating. Then TV shows, similar entries. I don't think I'm gonna have stickers or ratings, just at least a list of what I watched. And then here for books, I have a sticker from Lulu, and I'm thinking I already added one of the books that I started reading, which is Born 1982. I may add the name of the author, so the idea is to go all around the sticker so that I can have hopefully a bunch of books here, or I may add between the books that I'm reading, the books that I have, and maybe my wish list, and then somehow I can mark them once I'm done. But yes, I like the idea of having it like a little light going around it, similar to the book here with the stars. I left some room just in case I do some book reviews, like here. Even though this is not really a review, I just got these books and I didn't finish them, sadly, so I may have a sticker with the name of the book, my thoughts about it, and maybe a rating. Then for plant care, I just added a sticker, and I still don't know how I'm gonna set this up, but I really wanted to have a space for my plants. Then this is totally new for me. This is Tarot Daily. I will have an entry of each of the tarot cards that I get, and with maybe what it means to me for that specific day. And then after that, I have my second section, which is my health and wellness, and I love this sticker or illustration. This is from the calendar by Lulu. And I have all my trackers over here. At first I thought of having a tracker and then as like pages for logging, but then I decided to place them all together. So I have them right here. I still have to add the markers for each of these trackers, but at least they are set for now. I also added the stickers for each of them to make all the pages cute and inspiring. Then this one is a new setup because I thought that all these trackers were kind of repetitive, so I kind of changed the layout a little bit. So this is for skincare, for example. So I had the sticker here, skincare, and then the month, and then a little kind of like a tracker here from 1 to 31. After this calendar, I'm planning on having some lines of how my skincare routine is going, and if I get new products and such. And then here, something that I didn't finish, but I did markup. So let me show you the markup. Found it. So here I wrote all the days of the calendar, and this is basically going to be my coffee or no coffee tracker. So yes, I have to add all of that, and I keep using my all weeks to help me visualize the idea that I have in my head and see if it actually works. This has been very helpful for me. I'm using the blank pages that I have to mark up different layouts. For example, this is a markup that I did for skincare. I don't know if you guys can see there. And then once I saw that I will be happy with that setup, then I place it here with my fountain pen. But moving along, so here is I just place a little note for a section that I will have for my health to compare between 3 years, 2022, 23, and 24. And the final section is my daily logs, right there with a little simple cover. I already started with January, and this will have dated entries in regards to information, for example, from my daily trackers, if I want to write additional notes regarding to my health or changes on my lifestyle or information that I couldn't write here on the week section, for example. And that is all. Oh yes, I forgot. I don't know if you notice all these 3 tabs right here. This I did with this washi tape an old washi tape that I had, and I love this one. I hope I can buy the same again. But yes, I also use this paper cutter, the small setting, to help me cutting the edges, as you can see right there. They're very cute, and I think it matches with the overall look and feel of the pages here. I'm really happy with this setup. Let me know if you have any questions regarding any of the supplies that I use to set up my planner for 2024. But if you join me until the end of this video, thank you so much. I wish you the best in this new year. Take care. Bye bye.